Hello guys, it's Richard, not Rebecca. And we have footage from a 16-man Davos Invitational, of which this is the King of Swift. And I'm joined today by Joe Zimmer.
Hello, but where's Rebecca?
Rebecca is currently, she's here, she just brought us water.
Well, I'm not commentating today, guys. Have fun with Joe and Richard.
I didn't agree to this.
What?
I agreed to commentate with Rebecca, not this guy.
Oh, you want to commentate with Rebecca?
It's okay, I can just stand behind you guys and keep calling Richard Humbug.
I'll go and play phones.
It's not an authentic experience.
Bye, guys.
Alright, we have set up. We've got me versus Joe. I'm playing Dark Winter. Joe is playing Targ Fealty. So, I've set up reduce the location, Ruth Bolton, and something with glare on it. You've set up Unsullied, Rattleshirt Raiders, and a Rose Road.
I think you've got a Northern Refugee.
Yeah, it could be about right. So, plots opened. You open Counting Coppers. I've opened Ranger's Cash. How do you feel about this, Joe?
Well, we both clearly want card draw.
Yep.
I'm trying to get as much, but I'm going to get mine quicker.
Yep, that is true.
Might help.
Well, I was thinking probably because I've got Ruth Bolton out. I don't know whether I'm going to be able to sacrifice him. Currently, it looks like I'm be able to win an intrigue challenge, and clear one of your guys off. But then I wouldn't be able to win the military to get another. Right. So whether I'd want the gold or the cards next round, I don't know.
Yeah, going by the fact you're a winter, so I'm going to be on 2 gold this turn, so I don't foresee myself having any ability to stop your intrigue challenge.
So that seems like fun.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do? You're just going to let one die. Probably out of those two, it would be Unsullied. I don't know whether you'd be wanting to put out more Chud.
I think with that on in front of me, I know I'm probably not going to be able to stop much. With Roos is 4 strength normally, isn't he? So if I put a Chud out, you're just going to hit 2.
I'm going to kill him and Rattleshirt.
Yeah, I'm not going to get any real benefit out of trying to put too much in front of you, so I just need to take more long term.
Yeah.
So you've got an ally now, so now you can probably win the military against me as well.
That seems good.
Yep.
That puts you under a lot of pressure. I've got Rose Road as well, so the economy's fine now. Because the one problem with winter is that if you don't see any economy, then you're really flying by the seat of your pants.
Yeah. What's the stats on Rangers Cash again? Is it
301?
Yeah. What was the reserve on Rangers Cash?
It's 6.
6
reserve, which isn't bad, but in a winter agenda, essentially it's 5.
Yeah, I find it weird that it's got that reserve because it's after taxation, isn't it? That you get your draw card, so it doesn't necessarily matter how much it's got on it.
Yeah, I agree. You've got a dragon out, but do you have any gold?
I think I still have Fealty.
Yeah. Right, so now here's a situation where we could play out where I could try to play Roos and you could burn him.
Yeah.
Which puts us a threat on. Like if I got Roos off with an intrigue challenge, I can kill a Chud and Rattleshirt Raiders, or I could kill the dragon if I wanted.
Yep.
And it also put pressure on if I try and do a military with Arya to further pare down your board.
Yeah. So you can kind of see my hand a little bit there.
You have Dracarys in it.
I could not see that, but going by the fact I've played something out and I know you can win the military, I would have definitely had a plan.
Yep.
I'm not going to just throw my board completely to the wolves.
Yeah, I agree. And the fact that you played a Chud out and a dragon out probably shows me that you've got something, that you're not scared of Ruth Bolton.
Yep.
Otherwise, you could have just played the dragon out without the Chud rather than sacrifice that one cost guy. So yeah.
Do we still know what that other card is? Because now Roos has got a bit of glare. Oh, I'm completely spinning him.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that's a refugee if we're doing an intrigue challenge.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of intrigue characters in that deck. So intrigue, that's a freebie. Let's see if I can take the Dracarys out of your hand. Yeah, you do have one. Let's see if I can take that. I'm pretty sure that's my thinking. Otherwise I could have just gone in with Roos, couldn't I? That Danny is not Draco. It's still not a bad pull.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm not sure how I'd really even get Danny out in this game. Depending on my econ, I can't remember what my plot list was.
Yeah, because the Targ Fealty plot goal is generally quite low. You have a couple of coppers. Don't know if you're running Blood of the Dragon in there. Maybe not.
Okay, so here comes the military.
Oh, military for 6 with stealth on someone. Yep, you got it. That's very sad.
It's always a risk with Roos, is that he's prime Dracarys target.
He is. Yeah, you need something on him like ice or needle just to boost the strength.
Yeah, I think like, Needle is a really good card with him. Like it just combos off perfectly. Like, I think when he came out, that was one of the cards I started trying with him.
Yeah, I mean, Start Winter is going to become a thing soon. With North Remembered and things like that, you can start playing as hard as Winter.
Yeah.
Just throw him straight back into play. It seems nice.
Yep.
You seem to have damaged my board a bit.
Yep, so I've done a military in return, haven't I? So I'm either getting an RU dupe or I'm reducing your board down.
Yeah,
oh, yeah
that one Dracarys like really changed the flow of the game. If you don't have it, I can almost wipe your board.
Yeah, that's...
and if you do have it, you almost wipe my board. So it's quite snowbally there.
Yeah.
But these sort of games can go on for a long time. I mean, Dark Winter is generally quite attrition heavy. It does like to reset and keep the board low.
Yeah, I think any deck with Roos, if you don't deal with him early in some way, just becomes a pain, because if he can just keep coming back and doing the same thing over and over,
yeah,
there's not much you can do about it.
Well, you can see from Ranger's Cash I've taken the gold.
Oh, okay.
Which says to me, because I have generally lower gold plots, I will, if I have expensive things in hand that I'd like to play out, I will take the gold. If I'm feeling short of cards, like it depends who you're playing against. If you're playing against Lannister, they will win intrigue challenges against you all day. Sometimes it's better to have the cards.
Yeah.
To give yourself the option.
So I opened the account in coppers. That was typically what I was doing with Targ around this point. So normally I think now I would go for a Valor, but in this scenario it's a waste.
You don't need to, do you?
I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do.
Do you run heads on spikes?
That is probably what I'm doing, actually. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. I don't know what I'm going to do here. I'm going to Valar, and you're heads on spike, which is fine. The boards will be clear. We can start again.
Yep.
I don't have any winter reduction on your plot.
And you've got 4 gold, so we're both on 5 gold each this turn, I think.
I will have 6. I have a Rose Road, 2 for Valar, and 3 from Ranger's Cash.
Oh, you got 3. I thought it was 2 from Ranger's
Cash. 2 cards.
Okay.
3 gold is the option. So yeah, so I have 6. It's not too bad to. That's the other good thing with Ranger's Cash, is that you can take the gold and then Valar next turn. It's like a long plan for non-Martell players.
Yeah. So I hit an ice, I think.
Yep.
Which I'd be happy about.
That's pretty sad. I've got Arya dead and Rose dead. But the good thing about the Start Winter that I was running, it run 3 Arya and 3 Summer.
Yes. There's never a downside to really using Arya in Stark builds at the moment. You'll get her back.
The stealth is important. It is so important. So you head on spiked ice. You must be pleased to see it go.
Yep. That ice is a very hard card to actually play around this.
It's difficult to afford though.
Yeah. Well, it's just a combo with Arya. Like, I know so many games with Stark can just be won if you can just start turn 1 with Arya and ice, because it just makes your opponent not able to play anything big.
Yeah, unless they've got the military presence to deal with it.
She becomes a 4 strength with stealth with a kill effect. There's not much that can handle that. I've won games just from that.
I played Summer.
Yep.
Brought Arya back to hand.
So I imagine you had that in hand before you did your Valor, because you wouldn't.
Yep.
It would be a waste to just kill Arya always.
Yeah, and that's probably also why I claimed the dupe on Arya beforehand. Because I knew I was going to Valar, play Summer, and just bring her back.
There's Arya. Right?
With the dupe.
So this was the Ophirworth Invitational.
It was the Ophirworth Invitational.
From this.
Yes, it was in Ireland. There were 16 players, I believe.
Yeah.
All from London and places surrounding London. We all went to Ireland. We played in a few tournaments with the locals, and
so the Galway tournament that was on this channel was just the day before this, wasn't it?
That's right. Yep.
Yep. So we all had our chance to try our bad decks, like the terrible Martell game you all got to see me play.
Was it the deck that bad, or was it you, Joe?
It's a combination of both when it's Martell.
Shame.
I can't play decks that slow sometimes. Like that Martell deck was very much around running Gossip and Lies and
Too slow. Too much of a long plan for you.
yes, essentially.
You should try playing Mikey Bone. That man is quick. Like he just likes quick decks.
Yeah.
So game for you two would just be quick.
Yeah, I tend to prefer quicker decks. I think this Targ was sort of more in that vein. I like to just get kind of aggression going and kind of keep control of the board based on what's there rather than sort of long-term tricks.
Yeah. I've got to say, mate, you're taking ages over this. Are you a bit nervous? Are you stunned by my recovery from Valor?
I think from what I can see, I've got quite a few expensive cards in hand, so I can't immediately afford things, and I don't want to just waste anything.
So you got 4 gold out. You had what, 5 gold?
I had 5. I played Plus of Pride, which is always good to see.
So you're saying either all your cards are over 4 cost?
I remember what I was actually trying to do here now, so you'll see it in a minute.
Okay. Well, I've just checked your dead pile for Dragon.
Yeah.
Which seems like a logical play.
Yeah, that's...
Fire and Blood's a thing, right?
Yeah, I just used my Fealty, so clearly I am trying to bait something.
Either that or you're trying to, scare me.
Yeah.
I don't scare easily. You do have enough gold for Fire and Blood, Dracarys. But you've already used one.
Yeah.
You're not going to have another, are you? Are you, Joe?
It's all about just trying to get a bit of a return hit on you. There's a potential I might have forgot about.
You could have...
But you've got 1 gold, so you could have Winter is coming.
True. You could also have Quaith to remove 2 costers. Oh.
That was my plan. So what I think has happened is, how I remember it is, it was your challenges first, and I was hoping you'd come in for something, so I could kind of just remove either of the 2, but you didn't actually go for it. So
yeah. I was concerned whether you might have Fire and Blood and Dracarys and possibly also Quaith, because you could afford it all with your Fealty and 4 gold left over.
So I didn't see the point with my gold, and based on what I had in hand, is actually just putting Quaith in front of you. I figured I might as well try and get
makes sense.
A counter play on it.
But I didn't fall for your little trap.
Yeah.
Shame on me. You take cards out of my hand, another refugee by the look of it. I'm not unhappy about that.
Yeah. So I can't win a military against you even if I wanted to.
No. Well, at least small boards are really easy to commentate on. It's not like the 16 character Tyrell Summer disgusting, horrible, mass everywhere decks.
My recollection of this game is it's very much small boards. It's a lot of sort of, it kind of feels like mini curve of almost.
Yeah.
How it's playing.
It was a bit nip and tuck.
Yeah, your deck was more kind of mini curve from what I recall.
Yeah, it was a bit. Bruce is the most expensive person in it. But start winter should hopefully start being a thing. They've got the North Remembers recently, which is a nice card.
That's just sack.
It's the recurable one, sacrifice a character or location. You can abuse it to your advantage.
I think that card, I didn't rate it on immediate glance, but then you think more of the applications, like the wonderful article written by George Anchors.
George Anchors, what a hero.
Like, detailing all the potential uses of it.
Yeah, it is good. I also like to use it with the crypts as well, so you basically get 2 sacrifice for 1.
Like, crypts as well is a card that I don't think sees as much play as it could. With, like, it was reminded to me when Roost came out, it was like, oh, these 2 combo really well together.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, great. But now you have more ways of actually sacking your own board.
Yep.
Like, I think the problem.
Sacrifice on demand is good.
Yeah, Stark always had that issue. It was like you're always looking for those cards with Rob Stark. You're like, I've got Rob, so now I very desperately need to find Jon Snow or Grey Wind. Otherwise, I'm relying on my opponent to trigger for me. So now you've got a recurable event, which also affects your opponent.
Yep.
It's
good.
It's
Seems good.
very strong.
Someone will break it one day. We're taking a long time over these plots. We obviously don't want to mess it up. I think I'm running a lot more winter plots. Don't know what I'm going to play. Consider maybe, can't remember if I'm running wind or famine.
Famine sounds
like a good shout, doesn't it? Because I will get 4 resources if I'm spending on Stark things, and you will all your characters will cost plus 1 more. And I think, like you said, your plots are generally quite low.
Yes.
So that might be a shout. You obviously didn't have a Fire and Blood that you wanted to use, unless you're going to Valar.
I think as well, this was the first tournament I actually took Targ Fealty to, like in its current iteration. Like this was the start of many Targ Fealty tournaments.
Yeah.
Like,
I see.
I did a lot of practice in the run up to this one because I knew this tournament was my practice for Dockside, so it was like a long term plan of going, I want to play Targ Fealty and I want to do well with it. So I tested a lot and having a double counting copies build as I just flipped.
Well, you got to the opportunity to King of Swiss, so it couldn't have been that bad.
Yep, it's definitely worked long term. I like the double counting copies build.
You don't have a lot of gold on this turn.
Yeah.
What is it, 2 gold because of winter?
Yeah, so you've got your 2 claim out. And
I've got 2
you've got
claim,
initiative as well.
and I have a lot of gold.
This could hurt.
Yeah, it could hurt, but we know that you have a Valar somewhere. Nothing's ever permanent.
See, with the current spot though, is that I've got a lot of cards, but I'm not going to be able to get much, so that's going to tempt me for a Valar.
What, Bran?
Yeah.
Yep.
But there's not much I think I could play that could stop you getting this turn off.
I think I know that this is going to hurt you to claim with eyes. You know, you're not going to really have a presence at the end of this turn, no matter what, unless you can do something really drastic.
So the typical way I would opt to review this is I'd go, okay, this turn's dead. There's no point putting anything on the board, so I would try and plan for next turn. Counting coppers gives me the option to think more ahead.
Yep.
So, as well, the thing I slowly learnt more against Stark is Summer is actually a very big target to hit with a Valor.
Yeah, he is, yeah.
Because it's great if you can hit Arya and Bran, but if they've still got Summer, then it doesn't matter long term. So that board is almost perfect for me to Valor.
Well,
because it kills the threat for me, and you haven't got close call.
Almost, but I know here that you're going to Valar next turn. This is what I'm thinking. So I'm thinking, fine, Arya's going to be saved.
Yep.
She's going to obviously lose the dupe, fine.
Well,
so what am I going to play? I'm probably going to play March next turn. Because that way, you know, I can March Summer, play Summer again, Arya will still be around, Bran will die, but then I can Summer Bran back if I need to.
Yeah, but the other advantage though is if say that does go off, Arya now doesn't have a military icon, so the ice is a bit more redundant for a while.
True. But it's more the threat, I suppose,
yeah.
rather than if you'd have played a higher gold plot this turn, you could have got some more of the board out.
Yeah,
but because you didn't,
I'm still going to be a bit threatened by the general thing. So this is pushed quite heavily to you now.
She's still draggable.
Yeah.
I mean, if you've got Fealty and 2 gold, you can still bring back a dragon in Dracarys. So I'm probably wary of using her.
Yeah. So we've kind of not been following the challenges. So you had a 2-claim power challenge, which has wiped out anything I had. Now you're going in for the military, which I can't stop either. So.
Unless you have a trick, which you've got loads of cards in hand. You could bring.
I believe I just saw I had a Fire and Blood. So
yeah, I mean you could bring back Viserion, defend for 4.
Yeah. So how comes in this scenario you didn't go in with Arya as well? Is it a threat of the Dracarys, even though you can stop the Dracarys?
I can stop the Dracarys. I don't want to really sacrifice Bran as such. But I'm assuming there you didn't play Fire and Blood because Bran, and you don't want to waste it. And you'd rather just Valar next turn, get rid of Bran.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's no point in taking unnecessary risk.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if Arya gets Dracarys, you know, for all I know, you can afford the second one.
Yeah. So
but you don't have a second dragon, so that's moot.
Yeah. So I've used my Fire and Blood, and I'm clearly giving you the option here. Like, do you want to get rid of Bran, or should I have a dragon?
What dragon do you have?
Because now can return a challenge, maybe. I think I'd probably go for a power because I'm not going to throw myself.
Yeah, and I'm probably not going to defend it because you can Plaza of Pride and Dracarys.
I believe that was exactly what my plan was. Get the power, see how you react to it. Then, if you block the power, coming in for the military.
Tense time, but I'm 6-0 up.
Yeah.
I don't need to go overboard and try to win things. I can play cautiously at this stage. Whereas you need to claw some of that power back.
Yeah. It's one of the things I really like with Plaza Pride is it gives you that ability to kind of do more testing in the waters. Like,
Yeah, people love that card. I'm still. It's not my favourite card because I'm just throwing a card away, and I don't like that.
like
You work so hard to get those cards in hand and keep them in hand, and so you can use them, and just throw them away for a stand.
like
It can be super effective.
if we like Drogo, I think is the best time to use it, and there's also good combinations if you have the right cards with Daenerys, in that you can manipulate challenges quite heavily.
Yeah.
In that you can, if you've got Rhaegal, you can keep her standing at the end of your 2 challenges of her.
Also, a dragon is no slave as well.
So I ditched the crone to stand. So have I gone in with the military as well? So maybe I'm trying to tempt you to use your ice here.
Yeah, so you won your power challenge.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to get Dracarys, but now there's no chance of a restand.
Yeah. So
No chance of a Dracarys.
That's the other thing I forgot there is, with Plaza of Pride and Dragons as well, you can do that. Dragons coming in for a challenge, then stand him and Dracarys, whatever's in front of them.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I mean, I don't see why I wouldn't defend.
Yeah, my gut is that you might not use ice because there's bigger targets. If I've actually willingly thrown myself at it, then I'm either wanting to get rid of it.
Having a dragon in the dead pile is not necessarily a bad thing. In fact, you may just have another Fire and Blood.
Yep. So.
Which is what I thought, which is why I didn't sacrifice Bran to stop it.
So that was blocked, then I won the block. So now it's 3 and 5. So going from you being 6-0 up, I've clawed a little bit back through those 2 challenges.
Yep. Overall 2 power lead. Have I picked my plot? No, I haven't picked my plot. So I mean, I'm thinking you're probably going to Valar this turn.
Yep.
Because like I say, I suspect you may have another Fire and Blood. And it seems like a good thing to get rid of Summer and Bran for you.
Yep. And getting rid of that military icon on Arya as well. It's forcing you to find the dupe, and then if you use the dupe, that's less chances for it.
Arya's so good.
Arya.
Did you know there's another Arya that exists?
Really?
No. No, there's no other Arya. There wasn't one in the Wolf box, as far as I'm aware. I am being sarcastic here. Harry, no. See, it played out exactly as we both sort of predicted. New Valar, I march. I want to keep my Summer.
So you've opted to march here, I guess.
Yep. Yeah, it makes sense to me. That way I can just recur Summer.
There's always a bit of a pain as well. It's the worst having the dragon in your discard pile. It's never a good spot to be.
Yeah, Varys must hurt.
Yes.
But yeah, so having Summer March mean I can play another one. I'm almost definitely playing the dog plot.
Yeah.
Go find a dog. Wolf. Dog wolf.
So there's Harrenhal.
Harrenhal, that seems like fun. That's going to put you under pressure to not put your guys out. Again, on the plus side, if you do have Fire and Blood, you can just throw a dragon to it and see if I bite.
Yeah, so I can with a military Harrenhal here if I want to, but I need to get something on the board that actually survives. So I've kind of got to work around this Harrenhal.
Yeah. And some people, do they sacrifice Harrenhal straight away? Do they wait for a juicy target? This is the risk reward factor.
I think it's generally you wait. I'd say like 4 and higher is kind of where you look for. Like I don't think anyone would actually on Fire and Blood. You might use it on a dragon to immediately waste.
You play a chud and then you sit back as if I'm going to Harrenhal it.
Yeah, but that's the fun of it. You go, do you want to block it?
And a dragon, wow.
Yeah, the one that you marched. So
you want a dragon in the dead pile? Well, I don't think I'd be that keen.
I'm just giving you the option because if you don't Harrenhal him, then I can win a military challenge now. So it looks like
but you've got no claim, man.
That is true. I forgot about that part.
Yeah. So you probably want to play defensive.
Unopposed if I wanted to.
Luckily, I have 4 strength and power. That's it. That's all you're going to do.
It's not bad as a recovery, I'd say. Like, not the best. I imagine you are probably going to time for wolves next turn.
Yeah, get the dog. Hopefully you can burn Arya, so that way I can use the wolf to bring her back. That's probably what I'm secretly thinking.
Yeah.
You know, maybe I can just chuck Arya to the wolf or to the dragon.
I think, like, maybe in this one I wasn't actually remembering Time for Wolves because I don't think I'd seen it play too much. So
Yeah.
there is a chance here I do go for a Dracarys and Arya. And want to just get her out of the way.
I mean, having that Hammond Hall there for the next round is also going to be a sort of weight on your mind. You know, how can I populate the board if the board stays small? I mean, at this point, Lay Siege is not out.
Yeah.
So you can't just get rid of it with a one
what
cost
pack
event.
were we on with this? It was pack 1? Yeah, it was pack 1.
Pack 1, yeah. Pack 2 was not legal.
I know pack 2 hadn't come out.
Yeah, it might not have been out.
It was that weird lull we had where the Night's Watch box had come out. The Night's Watch box was here, hence why Plasma Pride.
Yep.
So,
Yeah. Well,
this was mid-April, wasn't it?
you just require Sansa.
That good play. I'm happy with that.
You will like the card in your hand.
Yep, and now I'm not causing a problem with Arya coming back, so I've reduced what's in front of me.
Okay, so you've used 2 Dracarys now.
Yes.
That's a weight off my mind. Because the first one, you know, everyone knows that you're going to have one.
Yeah.
Even if you don't have one, you're going to have one. But the second one, once you've used the second one, it's like a weight off the mind of the opponent. They're like, okay, well, they can't possibly have the third one. Although if you do have the third one, they are in trouble.
Yeah.
Are you just shuffling cards around?
I've used Plasma Pride, so I'm discarding something.
To stand someone. Have I passed more challenges?
I guess so. I have a feeling I might have forgot that there was 0 claim here.
Yeah? That's not a pro play, Joe.
It must be wrong.
Call yourself
have
a
I
professional.
blocked a challenge? Why is it? It's got a power icon on your side.
Oh.
So I've got unopposed. Or no, I'm a bit lost. No, that's Dom. Okay. So I stood for Dom, I guess.
Oh, I took a power for Dom.
I went up for power. I'm a bit
I
lost
went
on
up
what's
for
happened there.
Maybe, yeah, you did a power challenge which was unopposed, no
Okay,
claim,
so that was the unopposed
and then I took
challenge.
Dom.
Sure.
That was easy enough. What comes next? Is it dog plot?
It
And
is
what's next for you?
probably At this point, maybe have I run marched at this point?
No.
I think I might potentially march, which might not work well for me. But I think
That'd be awesome for me.
But I would have the initiative, so I can at least work around it.
Yeah, you can march Arya for Chud, although for me...
I would obviously let you bring in Summer first, and then do the marched. Because otherwise...
Let's see.
Yeah.
It's almost like we remember this game, and it's been so long since it actually happened.
It was this was one of the best games, I think, of the tournament. It was a lot of back and forth. It went on quite a while.
It was a good game. Yeah, and this is only for King of Swiss, so there was a top 4 cut. I'm not sure if Jordan, Sam Pigden game going to be there. Mine and Inissian game wasn't recorded.
I wouldn't recommend anyone watch it, or it is a bit of a drunken mess.
Oh dear.
So yeah, we'd all very nice day in Ireland. We're all sat in the loft, and everyone is pretty much just drinking while playing, as you can see of the constant cans being brought into shot.
Yeah.
Like so.
The camera just moved.
Yeah, I think I've been shaking the camera a little bit.
God's sake, Joe, we're trying to bring out professional quality here, and you're just knocking the camera.
You do realise we're playing on like a pasting table, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. The mat doesn't even fit on it properly. Well, the dog comes in. Do I react to dog? Most definitely. Right.
Yeah, you're going to take your Bran back regardless. But now, what I imagine happens here is you go, I get Bran back, then I march Summer and have another chance to use him later.
Yeah, possibly. Just having someone is so good.
Yeah.
I do think it's a really underrated card. Like everyone knows someone's pretty useful, 1 or 2 or whatever.
I think in the right deck he's a lot stronger. There's I've always disliked that because he doesn't work with the Wolf Sansa, but he works with Core Sansa. things. Like,
Oh, to get her back.
yeah, because of the strength.
I was going to say, I haven't marched.
Oh,
Now
you
I've
haven't
marched.
I'm surprised by that one. I would have thought maybe.
Maybe I've got another one in hand.
Yeah, maybe you have something to put ice on now. Obviously, unless you can get that RU Duke, it's gonna.
Yeah, I can't really afford ice this turn. I think I need to put some bodies
So
down.
you've got 4 gold. No, 5. So if you have a Tumblestone, you can afford ice.
I don't run Tumblestone Knight.
You're running
House Manderley Knights, yeah.
So I've played Regal.
Yeah, so you've got what, 4 gold because of winter. Yeah, I might as well reduce your board presence and make you use a Fire and Blood.
Yeah.
If assuming I brought Bran back to my hand. Which I can't remember if I did.
You did.
I did.
Right.
Makes sense. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
So, how does it feel for you to be playing against the YouTube host, Richard Walker? I mean, he's a very charismatic player, isn't he?
Really?
Yeah, very charismatic. A bit intimidating to play against sometimes. Especially when I'm 6-4 up.
No, I usually smash you in the end. I think the history shows.
The history does not show this. The history does not also show all the casual games where I've been victorious.
This is the King of Swiss game. This is usually where I win. And then I have a horrible time in my next game. So the odds should be in my favour here.
We'll see. I'm paying money. I'm getting House Manderley Knight.
But saying if I lose this one though, then maybe that does, because it's King of Swiss, I should be in the top 4 cut anyway. Maybe this is what maybe pushes me to go the whole way.
Yeah.
Maybe this is the secret. Maybe I need to start losing my final games.
That's a good idea. Maybe you should lose all your final games.
So
I played something, I think it was
I
Bran.
think.
And you Fire and Blooded, and I brand it. Well,
So
that is why Bran
back
came back.
So do I have any gold?
I have 1 gold. Winter is Coming is a thing.
Yeah.
And I run it 3 of in that deck.
It's not surprising, an aggressive start deck.
I opted not to play out Ice. I could have played out Ice
Yeah.
if I hadn't have played Bran.
Maybe.
But Viserys is on the board. Don't want to
See, there's no
shenaniganery.
At this point, no, there's no way I can really get Viserys off the board. I've used March, I've used Valor.
True.
And then, so I've gone for a big military here to pressure you.
Well, that's power. With this,
power?
yeah, because Viserys is in.
That makes sense.
So yeah, you can't win the military,
Yeah.
but you can restand Viserion, and this is why I don't like Plaza Pride, because you're just chipping away through your cards round after round.
Yeah, but I'm still getting games out of this. Like, I've now taken the power lead temporarily. I know you can't, or you're going to hit me back, so I'm getting what I can, and I'm throwing away cheap cards ultimately. Like, Rhaegal's dead now, so that's just a dead card out of my hand. Doesn't matter.
Yep, I agree.
This is what makes Plaza Pride good, in my opinion. Is that it's a way of ditching the cards that are no longer useful to you.
It's really good also on when the boards are both small.
Yeah.
Well, when it's a big board, it may be slightly less impactful. On a small board like this, it's really strong. Power total, they're just changing. It's just power challenges now. My Dom as well.
Yep.
8-5, end of round 4, is it?
Yeah, I think so. So, still going on for a bit longer.
Yeah, this game, I did find that throughout this day, my games were quite quick. Like, once you obliterate them at the start, they find it hard to recover from things like famine and things like that.
Yeah, so I've used Blackwater, I think, just to get it out of the way at this point, because I don't foresee many dupes coming on the table, or I want to play my own.
Yeah, they wouldn't stay there long if they did.
Yeah, and you've used famine to try and now hit me harder. So I'm going to be on 4 gold, and I can only really play a 3 gold character.
Yep. Whereas I'm going to have a bit more gold. Well, I'm going to have 4 resources, 3 gold plus
why did you discard a card there?
reserve, I'd imagine.
Right, so just a bit of a late reserve.
At least we picked it up. That means I must have a lot of cards in hand. Because I think reserve on Dogplot is 6.
Yep, and that'd be 5, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, so perhaps I just didn't have
Yeah.
the high enough reserve to keep it in hand. more econ, which is good for me. Like the deck just feels that much stronger when you've got econ, because you could just pound out some military. I mean, it is a bit snowbally at times, which people don't like. They like subtle games, which...
Yeah. So, the other thing I remember, like, in my deck, I do have a 2 claim, so I am waiting for a chance to try and keep it back here.
Yeah, I think it was winds, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. At the moment, you don't have the military present to attack my board.
Yeah.
Neither of us have an intrigue present to even pretend intrigue exists.
Yeah. So this is plot 5, isn't it? So I'm trying to remember what my plot list is. So I have a Win the Winter, and I think I have Long Winter.
Long Winter, mate, don't like that.
What's my other plot in this build?
I milk Viserys for no reason, for banter.
Yeah.
Probably. But there's nothing to take off the board, so...
So I've done a military challenge.
I think I've done it because my reserve is so low.
Yeah.
So yeah, you've gone in for military.
Yeah, I'm trying to bait a little bit of a block. So you've got to Summer. So that, you won that one.
Yep.
Gone in for a power up. So all I'm just trying to do here is just reduce your ability to hit me back while I can.
Okay, so I unoppose the power, which means I want to do 2 challenges back at you.
Yes. So I have the ability to try and block 1, but it's not. I can at least oppose it.
I feel like I can. Yeah. I can win both, can't I? Because they're both 3 strength and 4 strength, respectively.
So there goes
2 claim. Well, that milk didn't last long.
And that 2 claim power. Yep. So yeah, it's still shifting in your direction.
Painful. How do you feel?
It's not looking good, this one.
I feel good now, man. I feel good watching this back.
Discarding that ice.
Yeah, don't need ice anymore, do I? You've already
So
used your
the
Valor.
Long Winter.
And I barred the gate. No dragon shenanigans this turn.
Yeah.
Which seemed good to me, because you need to refill your board.
So part of what I remember, like the Long Winter, is I started liking it a lot more on the ability to slow your opponent down. Right.
Yeah, in this game, I mean, I guess it works if you're trying to stop your opponent winning quicker.
I actively included it a lot is because I liked it for the Tyrell matchup, and that if you know they're going to go for their Clash of Kings turn, maybe if you can kind of take one off in the process and also hit them hard, it's quite effective.
Yeah, Long Winter I kind of prefer in Renown decks where you can mitigate the loss of your own power with gaining your own. Targ don't really have a lot of power gain if you're not winning things like Silver Steed.
Yeah, like I just liked having a little bit more gold.
Yeah,
at the right time.
That extra gold can be important.
So I've got
against a winter deck.
So I would have 4, 5, some 4 gold, then with the 2 reducers. So have I not played anything? Okay.
That doesn't seem good. Or are you just thinking?
Maybe.
I mean, I'm feeling good here. I've got 6 gold and 2 reducers. If I've got something to play.
Right, so looks like I've played nothing. I see, which is not helpful.
I mean, I'm going to win.
I think so.
Yeah, I think so. No, wait.
Too spoilers. I remember having the ability to do something. Oh, there we go.
Oh, I see.
I definitely remembered being in a better spot when it eventually ended.
What plot did you play?
Long Winter.
Long Winter.
So I am going to try and hit you hard here.
How did you afford that Drogo, man?
2 reducers.
2 reducers.
And I had the gold to mitigate your thing, so that's all my gold.
Shit.
And Fealty. Actually, I've 1 gold because of Fealty.
I've got another last half scout with ice.
Yep.
So that probably ruined any hope you have of doing military. You got a dupe,
so
yeah.
That doesn't actually. I can still push as hard as I can here because ultimately, if you don't block me, I'm going to wipe your board.
Yeah.
So I can get as much as I can out of this.
Well, I could block with the last half scout. Trigger eyes, get rid of your dupe, and still win.
You block with 2.
Just in case.
Yeah. So that's still. I think that still works for me because even with that, when I come in for the second one, I'm still hitting 2 of your characters because I don't think you can block my second one. So I think this worked. Like,
Well, I
exactly
have
how it worked.
Manderly Knight and last half scout is 7 strength. I can block, then I can't do anything to you.
Yeah, I think that is almost perfect for me, really. Is I've just mitigated.
I think I'm running
turn.
too marched. Maybe.
Maybe.
I think they were definitely too marched in one of my earlier iterations.
So I've discarded Drogon to stand Drogo. So the other option as well, though, is I could also go for a power
I was
challenge.
going to say you can't win a power challenge if I defend again, but
I have gone for a power. But
yeah.
Seeing if I could tempt you to maybe block that and not do anything.
Military seems unimportant against me at the moment.
Just clawing some power off you.
Trying to stagger the game out.
Yep. Power is ultimately the most important part.
Winter is coming.
There you go.
Seems good to you on the power challenge?
Yep.
Well, this game's over for all intents and purposes now, I think. Unless you have, a cheating second Valar in there. Don't think that'd go down well.
So what is my last plot? This is the one I can't remember unless we switch around.
Is it last plot? We seem to be picking from an option.
I think this, yes, so I'm guessing I'm about to value you.
Oh yeah, so we're back on the 8th plot. Ah. Well, at least you have no claim on Valar.
Yep. Stalled it out a little bit.
This was a fun game to play, I think.
Yeah, there was a lot of having to think about the challenges, like how much I can push through and how much I can, like, just to stop you doing things in the game.
It's actually been quite refreshing to commentate a game without having to refer to chud muffins and all sorts of shit like that.
I said I was meant to say some of this.
What?
I was meant to call you Chub Muffin, but
No, don't call me chud muffin. Otherwise, I'll remind you of your partner Gabby being Dracarys 5 times.
Oh, that doesn't bother me.
5 times.
5 times?
5
You
times.
sure it wasn't 6?
It was 5.
Apparently someone got Dracarys 5 times at regional yesterday as well.
They did.
It's happening everywhere. It's not that rare an occurrence, apparently.
The rarest thing was, it was a 12 strength character got Dracarys 3 times.
Ah.
That was just...
Well, that's even more brutal.
That is crazy. That you'd have the dragons and the Dracarys to do it.
Yeah, there we go. The Valor and the Marched.
So yeah, I had another march.
So you're trying to get Bran out of the way, I assume. Well, no, Summer. Yep.
Summer seems good, so I can use the 3rd one.
Oh, there's no Bran on the table. I'm not sure I'm on the... It's the glare is throwing me a bit.
The glare of throwing you, huh?
That's how this game went. I couldn't see anything.
So we're back to the start again. We've got equal number of economy.
Yeah.
But you have no claim, and I have a higher gold on my plot. So down to card in hand, I suppose.
Duke to Caitlin, I think.
That's all I got. I don't have a lot else. I'm running out of card. Ranger's Cash might have been a nice choice.
Yeah.
If it was going to go to another turn. But judging by the length left of the video, you're fucked. That wasn't very young people friendly, was it? Should have an explicit warning. Not suitable for work. What are you going to do, Joe? You're just going to concede?
Nah.
Maybe you're crying slightly onto your card. There must be tears.
It's just rain. There's a leak in the roof.
Rain, yeah, leak in the roof coming from your eyeball. Well, I think this is over. You're done. You're going to nail some stuff.
I'm playing something out.
Joel Mormont, he ain't going to do anything, is he?
I believe my process here is I say, do you have Winter is Coming? Yeah.
Yeah, it's all over.
And it's done.
King of Swiss. Fuck you, Joe.
See, I didn't win the King of Swiss.
Yeah, well,
This might be my tournament.
Tune in one day to see how the cut goes.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
You're welcome. See you later.